Alright, so for Hexos, doing this as a holy priest, I had to go onto the PTR and grab those really great trinkets they have and try it out. I also bought like a full set of the new shadow gear just so I could have better gear. So anyway, when I tried doing this fight on live, Hexos has an incredibly hard DPS check. Like, I've gone all the way to the enraged timer and he was still at like 10 to 20% health. So I hopped on the PTR where they buffed Shadow Word Pain. It does like 25% more damage, which is a great buff to holy DPS, to see if I could do it. And I was able to. But his fight, I still barely got it, even with the new trinkets, the buff Shadow Word Pain, and having the, what is it, tier 16 now? Shadow gear, but that doesn't really matter because I don't get any benefits from the bonuses, because there are no bonuses for holy DPS. So anyway, with this guy, all you do is face the back of the boss into the mazes he has, and when it seems like there's no path for him to go, like it's circling you, all you have to do is really just spin around in circles and you're fine, because this fight's weird. It's a pain in the ass to learn how to do in the first place, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. It's just like having to turn your mouse that much. I usually go off my mouse pad, and that's like the hardest part of this fight. Actually, the hardest part of this fight is actually being able to do a full rotation while actually attacking this guy. It's a lot harder than you'd think. That's why I had to move up my dot timer to be in the middle of the screen, because it was too low before. So anyways, with this, it would be awesome if I could take Halo for it, but that's just not a case because you're up close and it does shitty damage if you're that close to him. Also, don't use the new glyph that turns your Psyfiend into something else, because he like crawls around on the floor, and the original Mindbender actually flies around everywhere so he can actually keep up and attack, while the other one is crawling around everywhere trying to hit him. I don't know if it actually loses DPS, but it seemed like it did. Anyways, I was able to pull about 110k on this guy, doing the normal rotation, which is just Shadow Word Pain, Holy Fire, into Smite. Power Infusion at the beginning. You can use Mindbender twice on this fight, you can use your potions twice, and you're going to need to because this fight has a really tight enraged timer. And then Shadow Word Death when he's low on health, and Cascade because you don't really want to be using any extra buttons. Divine Star would take too much away from your rotation because you'd have to use it once every 15 seconds, even though it does hit him twice. Cascade does about as much damage as Divine Star, and it's on a 25-second cooldown, so you don't have to use it as often as the 15-second Divine Star. That's why I used it. And you do want to use it because it is a DPS increase over Spam Smite. And I can't really think of anything else. This fight is... it's just a DPS race with a really annoying maze mechanic. And it was only possible on the PTR, unless I just had amazing gear on live, which I don't because we have like 2 other mages in our group who get all the DPS gear that drops. So I really just get leftovers, and my leftover gear, it's not half bad. Also, one last thing. At the end of the fight, it appears that he's kind of bugged, so you just have to keep spinning in circles. That way the stupid lines don't kill you even though he's dead, which is why I didn't actually get credit for the first kill.